Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So it's time for a vlog. Rumors. Let's get into it. All right, so the Galaxy S8 is definitely circulating around the internet at this point, and I think it's getting pretty good. There's someone on the internet that a lot of people confide in. His name is Evan Blass, and most of the time when he leaks something, it pretty much comes true. So shout out to Evan Blass. But on Twitter, he pretty much confirmed that the Galaxy S8 will have a 5.8 inch and a 6.2 inch. Now, if you know me, you know I'm going for the 6.2 if in fact it is available. Now, the body of the Galaxy S8 is kind of close. The 6.2 inch one, to be exact, is kind of close to the renders that we saw in the Samsung commercial. So I don't know if they were trying to tease us to decide if that's something to give us an opportunity to see what they're doing or to see if they actually would succeed at doing something like that. But Samsung, listen, it will succeed. Everyone likes a small form factor with a big screen. Now, this phone that I saw online, it pretty much has no bezels. Now, while I'm still not a fan of the curved edges, I don't know why they just won't keep them flat. I think having a flat bezel-less would be pretty cool. Nonetheless, from what I've seen, I really do like the curved edges around all the corners, and I think it's actually probably going to do very well. Now, the 5.8 inch is probably going to be the same size as the Galaxy S7 Edge. You know, you can basically fit that screen in there because they've taken away the fingerprint reader, and now from the front, that is, and I'll talk about that in a second. But basically, you just have a thin bezel on the top and bottom, which is what we asked for. Hey, get rid of those bezels, get rid of those bezels. And now they've done so, and now let's flip the phone over. And there's a fingerprint reader next to the camera. There has to be some reasoning as to why they put the fingerprint reader on the side of the camera and not under it. Maybe they were just trying to be different. Maybe they thought it was a design thing that they could get away with, but they will get away with it too. We're still gonna buy it. But to me, it really doesn't matter. As long as if it's on the back and they've moved to the back, that is really, really nice. Now, one thing I will say, if they would have integrated it somehow in the screen and made it kind of like see-through or something like that, that would have been nice. But there probably would have been a whole bunch more work that they would have had to do to the panel, and maybe they decided no. So the Galaxy S8, from what I can see, is super thin, big screen. It's just a phone with all screen, literally, it's just a phone with all screen. Now, some people have said in online, why don't they just scrap the Galaxy Note line and just, give the S8 an S Pen option? Well, that actually would be pretty cool, but we have a Galaxy Note line. Now, if they were to make the S Pen compatible with the S8 and just bring a few of the features of the suite over, I don't know what that would do for the sales of the Note line, but we do have a Note line, and I hope they bring another Note. So that'll be pretty interesting. But the Galaxy S8 is definitely a phone that I'm interested in. And like all Samsung products, I think I've purchased every last one of them. You got to keep one on hand. Now, I'm not talking about like waterproofing, memory, processor, because right now I think it's probably going to be pretty good. And we don't know what that is. It could be a Snapdragon 821. It could be a Snapdragon 835. It could be an Exynos processor. No one really knows for sure unless they're in the factory on their assembly line. And I don't think they are. Well, now the processor in the Galaxy S8 for sure probably won't see significant gains in performance because, from the 820 to the 821, it wasn't that much. But the so-called 835, now I thought there was going to be an 823. And again, with all the rumors, we just don't know. But all it can say is it'll still have TouchWiz, and some people just really dislike TouchWiz, and that's just what it is. They're probably gonna name it something else and say that Grace UI 2.0 or Grace UI 5.0. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, they are going to have TouchWiz on this device. So if you don't like it and you've never liked TouchWiz, just don't watch any other videos. Now, let's move forward. The iPhone 8X, or whatever it's going to be called, I don't know. Here's what it is. Samsung and Apple basically pretty much control the market when it comes to smartphone sales in the US. In the US. They pretty much are dominating the US market with smartphone sales. And that's just what it is. So Apple has decided that we're going to definitely keep ours on the wraps And personally, people are already talking about the iPhone 8, but I really am not even interested in it yet. I'm still trying to really enjoy my iPhone 7 Plus. I've said this before in another video, but I wish OEMs wouldn't release the phone so fast. Give us 2 years to enjoy the product. I mean, most people are on a 2-year thing for upgrades. There's still a lot of people out there that do a 2-year upgrade. And some people just don't upgrade at all. They just keep their phone until it breaks. But I know they want to be first to the market. I know companies want to keep rushing out the products and keep getting all of our money. Yeah, that's what it's about. Some people have said, that's crazy. Why do you want to have a phone every 2 years? Well, I just think that if you rush a whole bunch of stuff to the market, a lot of it fails. I mean, why not take that time, that 2-year time frame, to actually innovate? And Apple is a great one I could use for that. They don't innovate much at all. So some people are talking about this iPhone 8, saying it's going to have no screen, it's going to be bezel-less. Come on now. We're talking about Apple. There are no official renders or leaks like the Galaxy S8. And I know we're a ways out, but still. The Galaxy S8 started to leak right after the Galaxy S7 Edge and 7 were announced. So the iPhone 8, I doubt that they're going to remove the home button, make it bezel-less like the Samsung Galaxy S8. We're talking about Apple. Think about the progress they've made with their current devices. Now, if they do it, hey, I'm eating my words. I don't mind. I'm a humble guy. I could do that. I'll go ahead and retract what I said, like especially what I did with some other phones. Hey, I'll just come back and say, I was wrong. But I seriously doubt that Apple is going to take away all the home button and do all that stuff and integrate it. I don't know, folks. I just don't know. I think that's going to be a tough one because Apple has been sticking with the same hardware for how many years now? Yeah, I don't think they're going to innovate like you guys think. They may make some tweaks to the home page, maybe give iOS a new update with widgets on the home page. I don't know, but as far as them changing the hardware up that much, you think about that now. They just removed the headphone jack from the devices and they're gradually moving to 2 cameras on the back. And think about how long it takes Apple to actually innovate. Now, I didn't make this video take shots at Apple. This is towards the rumors. I really doubt seriously that they're going to chop off the home button on the front like Samsung did and stretch it all the way out and give us this big screen that we all want. I've seen some of these leaks and fake rumors around here in these photos, and they look ridiculous. It's just all screen. Not going to happen with Apple. No, they have too much money that they're trying to make, and if they do that, that'll be in 2045 before we even see something like that from Apple. Now, Samsung, they've already done it. It's coming here in a couple of months. We'll see the S8. It's definitely going to be a bezel-less display with this. That's just so cool. Yeah, so rumor. There are some rumors about the Huawei P10, but those are just rumors. I haven't really seen anything yet on that. It's supposed to be in February. It's coming out. Now, also, the BlackBerry Mercury. Now, that event is actually going to be announced. That phone is going to be announced on February 25th, so I'll be tuning in. Now, I know that I've said in the past that I just don't want Android and BlackBerry to integrate, but TCL has taken over the hardware game. So basically what I'm going to get with this device is a BlackBerry Passport Silver Edition with Android on it. And I'm going to push it together to make it feel more like a phone, but it's going to be a tall phone. So I'm definitely on the fence of whether or not I want to actually go ahead and transition to a device permanently from BlackBerry that is running Android. It's going to be tough. But nonetheless, I feel like the Mercury should be a success if BlackBerry prices it along the lines of all the other devices that are running a Snapdragon 625 with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs on board. That's what I'm looking for. But realistically, I think they're going to jump out there and they're going to price this thing at like $400 or $450, and in which I probably will definitely not pull the trigger. I was really hoping that it would be $300 or something like that. Because if you think about where the Priv is sitting, the Priv has some just fantastic specs, but it was a flop. It was a flop. Sorry, Priv owners. The Priv is a flop. It had too many problems. I reviewed that phone and it was just a hot box. It was just, the keyboard was cramped. It got really long when you open it up. I never opened up the keyboard. I really didn't want to. I don't know. It just wasn't, I think I call flop. I still say the Passport Silver and just the Passport in general, the classic, those are better Blackberries. Now, the BlackBerry Mercury, I think it should be successful if in fact it does get priced right. Now, unfortunately, with some companies, people will decide to buy or not, whether even if the device is fantastic, they won't buy it if the price is wrong in their eyes. So I'm really hoping that BlackBerry wises up and makes another BlackBerry OS device. I can keep on wishing for that all I want to, but I don't know that it will. Hey, take a sip. So the rumor mill has stopped with your man Jay Will. There's a few devices that I wanted to discuss in my Monday vlog. It is February 13th. Happy birthday to Catalea. It's going to be a day, come a time where, you know, we just see the mid-game, the mid-range market just take over. And I think what's going to happen is OEMs are going to be forced to start releasing devices in that category permanently. The high-end devices, they won't look to make money off of those. They're going to be making money off that mid-game, because the mid-game is where it's at. So I will see you guys in the next video. It's your man Jay Will, Smartphone Conversations, take 4. Yeah, this was the 4th take. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Take 1. Hey, what is up, guys? It's your man Jay Will, and I'm back in another video. Got a burp. Shoot. All right, take 2. Hey, what is up, guys? It's your man Jay Will. I got some food on now. All right, I'm good. Take 3.